Hi guys, welcome back to the anime review, and here I'm reviewing anime known as Arknights Prelude to Dawn. The discovery of a black crystalline material known as the Originium has accelerated technology advancement in the world Terra, which is high energy yielding, allowing people to demonstrate abilities from skins to magical arts. Large veins of Originium can naturally be found at the site of the Catastrophes, various forms of natural disasters caused by the mineral itself. However, the use of Originium comes at a price, as there is a high risk of getting infected with Oripathy, an incurable, highly contagious disease becomes the nation subjectly affected to harsh discrimination. The oppressed begin a dissident movement, calling themselves the Reunion, the rebel faction mercilessly destroying cities, further contributing to the already calamitous nature of the catastrophe. Rhodes Island commits to treating the infected and infected as equals. It's a paramilitary pharmaceutical organization believed to be the most advanced in its research for the Oripathy cure. Unfortunately, the person spearheading the project is an enigmatic figure known only as Doctor, suffers from amnesia and effectively impeding what might be the only hope for the infected to break free from the chance of despair. This anime has about 8 episodes. It does have a sequel and a third season. It premiered October 29th, December 17th of 2022. Based off a video game series, genre is action and fantasy. Each episode is 20 minutes and it's rated PG-13. Now, going forward with this anime, which I like a lot. So it's split into 3 parts. There's Prelude, which is the first part. There is Prayers from the Fall, which is the second part. And the third part, Rise from the Ember, which honestly, the way it's set up and it's based off a game, I think this is a good setup for a trilogy. But going back to the first one, we're just getting the starter. We're getting the beginning. We're getting the catalyst of how everything started and began. How we're going to follow these specific characters. And from it being my game adaptation, I haven't played the game before, but having that transition from game to anime, I always feel uneasy because it could be either good or bad, because it could be mixed with terrible plot writing, boring world, or obviously pondering gay adaptation would always been met with skepticism. However, Arknights Prelude Dawn is an example of one done with passion and a love for the source materials. I haven't played Arknights myself, but I would imagine many Arknights players will be satisfied with this adaptation. Love knowing their favorite characters came to life. Of course, it doesn't say that in the entirety of 8 episode run is flawless, as there are a few parts that rather heavy on the exposition, a bit boring over time because of pacing, but overall it's quite a treat to watch, and I feel like this is one of those underrated shows you got to watch and judge for yourself and not take my word for it. But 8 episodes, I don't feel like it's enough to expand on it, but I understand why they broke it up the way they did. Furthermore, the story wasn't particularly unique, as these type of dystopian stories with disease ravaging the population isn't anything new. We've seen plenty of depicted in media all the time. But that being said, in the world, Arknight is collectively built with different organizations, hoping to have different morals surrounding Oripathy and the treatment of the infected. I'd say it would have been done even better with just a bit more exposition, but we got what we got. It was quite sufficient. And obviously this part of the story is probably most of the weak part of the game, but if I had to venture a guess, this probably make it a little bit more anticipating for what's to come next. But, we're going to have to watch the rest of the series to find out. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I give it like a solid 7. I won't go further too much, delve into the characters and the plot and how everything comes together to its final conclusion. To the trilogy of this, you just continue to watch my anime reviews to watch me cover the last 2 parts. But overall, without giving any spoilers, I was going to watch for yourself and see what your mind thinks of this current game. Overall, I will see you soon in the review. Until then, bye.